shows, gotta get all prepaid. What you I'm on it, break, no side, no about these ways. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Starboy excellence. Them other guys irrelevant. They all on. Zoe Camp is half white, half melanin. Baby face and a white gold tooth cap. I treat the waiter nice, she loved that. I mix the blueberry pie. It's not what I wear, it's how I rock that. If I can buy that twice, I'll cut that sweet 110 spot.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League comes to you from Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, Michigan. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Detroit Lions. Jack Fox has us ready to go, and we are underway here at Ford Field. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good.
Look, yeah. Full court press or full blitz, we going all out. It don't matter any time of day, I came to ball out. We TCG, never duck a smoker, any call out. Better be ready to go to war until we fall out. 0 to 60 like Ludacris, we came to roll out. You know I gotta get my check, so please don't make me hold out. Bust down Cuban, a summer day, I make it cold out. They was hot then, now they cold now. Left wrist dripping, I got it froze now. Went from rags to riches, take the clothes now. My name heavy all across the globe now. We ain't playing HBCU, I strike up the band. Stomping on them like a cute dog or alpha man. In Miami, hard rock jumping like a rock band. You know me, I love my green and tees like a Packers fan. I'm a player, gotta keep it player, how the game go. With the steppers, I ain't gotta tell them, they just train to go. Calling plays and I'm calling shots like the head coach. First class, so we take the private, we don't do coach. They was hot then, now they cold now.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we join you from Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go from Jacksonville. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Going to the air right away, Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
An audible here to get a new look. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. This is caught inside the 15. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Now Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Christian Kirk on the receiving end of that touchdown pass from Trevor Lawrence. And the Jaguars are on the board first here this afternoon. McManus's play after was good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And now off to the races, down the right side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
Play action now, Prescott. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Prescott. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott flushed out right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Prescott yet again. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here's Prescott. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Jags are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. And they'll indeed go for it. Here's Lawrence. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Well, partner, that was a heck of a play right there, because there is no chance that he was the primary receiver on that play. Definitely checked it down to him and just said, please, help us out, make a play. And he does, and delivers a first down.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half, because that's simply not true. But you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Prescott now on 2nd down. The ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10. Right at the 30. They'll look to ETN to start things out. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. And they'll go again with ETN. And at the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Running out of the gun with ETN. Nifty move. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 43 yards rushing for him now. He's carried the ball just 5 times. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne, 41 yards. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Well, what a first half he's had running the football. Another terrific run there, and this one finds the end zone.
Well, we know he's a guy who's capable of coming up with big plays in the running game, and his offensive line knows it as well. That keeps them motivated, looking for those extra blocks to give him room to run downfield.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, second and 10 from the 25. Pollard will take it up the gut. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, it's Prescott rolling to his right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. Now Prescott. Flush to his right. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Second and 7. On play action, Prescott. Inside the 10, and all the way down to the 5. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Prescott. Touchdown! Brandon Cooks. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
The try here for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he goes out of bounds after a solid return to the 45.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams, and that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Here's a 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
ETN up the middle. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. ETN. And he's going to go down in the field of play. So they say no to the field goal try, and time has run out on this first half. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, 73 yards. And the Cowboys come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Jamal Agnew. He will score. Touchdown. It's been a back-and-forth game. A lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's going.
Now, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Extra point from McManus is good, and we are tied at 21. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now they're in the hurry-up. Off the play fake, Prescott.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Complete to Tony Pollard. A gain of 15. First down.
They'll run left with Pollard. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw taken in there by Cooks.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Dak there throwing complete to Cooks.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
A give to Pollard running left.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. To throw is Prescott, eluding the pressure right.
That's over the middle to Schoonmaker.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Now Dak, he's going to mix it up.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
2nd down and 3, ball on the 7.
Throwing, Prescott. Flushed out right. This is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Point after, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Now ETN to start the drive.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. Etienne once more. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley, 62 yards. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is as we are tied now early in this 4th quarter. Well, this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. 133 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 4. Here's Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Play fake. Here's Prescott. He finds his man, Pollard. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. And they're going to speed things up here. Prescott to throw it. That's Gallup on the slant. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 27-yard line. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Now a give here to Pollard. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. All tied up. Less than 2 minutes to go. Second and 6 coming up. Now Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. He gets it to Cooks. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Whistles now in a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. Here we go. 1st and goal. Pollard will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Pollard one more time. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down.
That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. To throw, Prescott. Touchdown! Jake Ferguson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
This is 1st and 10. Back to throw, Lawrence. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Here's 1st down. Lawrence. Open man downfield is Ridley. He's into space past the 25. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Calvin Ridley with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Jags are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
McManus now for the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
And this one setting up for a great finish, all tied in the 4th as the kick's away. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Prescott. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And he will get out of bounds here as well. What a play. Big yardage. They stop the clock, and they move it to the boundary of field goal range as well.
And this is one of those gotta-have-it drives. You can't start much better than that. Big yardage there. And just as important, he's able to get out of bounds. And now, that changes everything.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. That's dumped off to Pollard. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Running flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
Here's 1st and 10.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Here's 2nd down. Second down, Pollard again. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
The noise is getting deafening. Here's 3rd down and 3.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 7. And the Cowboy 1st down.
And they get the timeout called here. It comes with 1 second remaining on the clock. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. The clock showing just 1 tick. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And it'll be a good time in Big D tonight. The Cowboys have won it.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching.
I fell deep down in that mud, baby, now I'm climbing out. They think it'll be us when they find it out. I be taking straight losses, like what you crying about? I done put blood, sweat, and tears in, that's what I'm dying about. Know it costs to live this life, boy, ain't no signing out. Them boy can't eat on my team, they gotta stay for round. They gon' be talking loud.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you get a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. Coming up, we've got a good one here in the AFC, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the New England Patriots. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And we are underway in Foxborough.
Marcus Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Throwing Jones. Buying time to his left.
And Jones will hit the deck here, and he is able to pick up the first down.
And they get 10 yards there and convert on third. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Jones looking to change the play.
Jones on 1st down.
Well, a tough throw there across his body. It's incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Here's 2nd and 10. A give for Stevenson, running right.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Here we go. 11.
They run once more with Stevenson. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain.
And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive.
Here we go. 11.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to pick up a Patriots first down as the defense couldn't come up with a big play. In fact, they got 6 more than they needed, a gain of 8 on 4th and 2. Now Jones. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Here is 3rd and 5. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down.
Well, how about that? The defense's first sack. It doesn't come from one of the usual suspects up front. It comes from the secondary.
Yeah, I think they caught the quarterback off guard a little bit because he wasn't able to account for the possibility of that blitz and change the blocking assignments. He comes through and puts him on the ground.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4.
We're scoreless after 1. The Jags with the football to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. And they'll go again with Etienne. A solid stiff arm. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And this Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stop him behind the line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter,
you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A short throw to Ingram, and he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Doug Peterson going to roll the dice here. They will go for it on 4th down. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. And they'll run with Etienne. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up. Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off.
And the Jaguars are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
Another tote for Etienne.
And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On play action, Lawrence. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Got a man. It's Tyquan Thornton.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 23-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones eluding the pressure right.
And Jones will hit the deck here, and he is able to pick up the first down.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Jones now on 1st and 10.
The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Off play action. Jones.
This one swung out to Montgomery.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's Jones on 3rd down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Stevenson. Touchdown, Patriots.
Ramondre Stevenson.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Pats have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you get a brand new ball game. Nick Folk for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And trouble there on the kickoff as that goes out of bounds.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
On 1st down, Lawrence.
Oh, it's intercepted.
He's trying to get it to Ridley. Now inside the 25.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he did not reel it in.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9.
Lawrence going to move him around a bit.
Now Lawrence.
They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they're on a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Lawrence going to get this to Etienne. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's... A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On first and 10 is Counter. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On second down, Connor looking for space.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line.
Lawrence guy able to get in there and drop him for a loss.
So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here.
Lawrence. Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Patriots are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for them.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
The tight end Henry here in motion. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
That went on the money to Bourne downfield.
And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Didn't have a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Stevenson gets it again on 2nd down.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Three quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Jaguars 7.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Again, it's Stevenson.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Yasir Abdullah making the stop.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flushed out right. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
To throw on 3rd down, Jones. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here we go. 11.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
The Patriots send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Fielded just inside the 20. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10.
At their own 23.
They'll look to ETN to start things out.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
55 yards rushing for him now to this point.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short. Could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or do they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll run with ETN. Oh, he's just going to be short here. Barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence forced out to his left. And he's caught. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. He'll find ETN out of the backfield. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. Now Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Here's Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks in this type of ball game get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. Let's get his offense moving again. Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear of risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Lawrence. And he's got it. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Here's 1st and goal. ETN. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Jags are moving quickly in the hurry up. Back to throw. Lawrence. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
So much for the worry about how they would be after losing their lead. What a big-time return to seize the momentum back.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Jones steps away to his left. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
On 3rd down, here's Stevenson. Well, I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
So after the field goal, Riley back out as he'll send this one away.
Backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the...
Can I talk my... Come on! The other side. The Oakley way. Hey.